the car with French President Emmanuel Macron in it going up the Champs-Élysées, heading toward the Arc de Triomphe. Well, that's where France 24's Chris Moore is. He joins us now live from there. Chris, first of all, tell us a bit more about the ceremonies today.
Yeah, it looks like that motorcade arriving just now. Jeannie, as you said, a scaled-back affair this year. Emmanuel Macron's day here began by laying a wreath at the statue of Georges Clemenceau, twice Prime Minister of France, the statesman who led the country out of World War I, who put pen to paper on the Versailles Treaty after famously demanding very onerous conditions, reparations, etc., of Germany. The French president then making his way to the Arc de Triomphe behind me, inaugurated in the mid-19th century by then French King Louis Philippe, where he will light the eternal flame here at the tomb of the unknown soldier. As you said, it's a yearly event here in France. It's a national holiday, an important event across many countries which took part in World War I. Veterans Day in the United States, Remembrance Sunday in the United Kingdom. And of course, all of this now happened a very, very, very long time ago. The last French veteran of World War I, a man named Lazare Ponticelli, passed away at the age of 110 back in 2008. But for a number of reasons, Emmanuel Macron keen that today's event should go ahead, that certain speeches and rituals be observed despite the coronavirus pandemic.
Chris, as you're speaking, we can see the French President Emmanuel Macron walking toward the Arc de Triomphe, where the tomb of the unknown soldier is. Excuse me. This year is also a special anniversary for that tomb. Tell us about that.
That's right, 100 years. It was brought here in 1920 and eventually inhumed at the start of the next year. That after a campaign by French parliamentarians. Just to give you an idea of the significance of the unknown soldier, it's a symbol which exists here in France, in other countries, notably the United Kingdom. But 1 in 4 French men aged 20 in 1914 ended up losing their lives in the conflict that was World War I. Of the 9 million or so estimated to have been killed worldwide, 1.4 million of them were French. Obviously, a huge loss for the country, and partially the inspiration of some of those of Clemenceau's politics that I was talking about just there. It's not just about honouring those who fell for France back in the past. There is a more contemporary side to this. In recent years, French soldiers who've lost their lives in the field of battle over the last year have also been honoured in recent years. France, of course, has been engaged in a number of military operations in Libya and most recently, of course, in the Sahel region of Western and Sub-Saharan Africa, in countries like Mali, where a number of French soldiers have lost their lives, including very recently.
Chris, thank you for that. We'll be checking back in with you throughout the morning here on France 24.